We're gonna go see a property. We're gonna go see a nice house in Tempe, South Scottsdale area. And we're gonna see if it's something that we're interested in purchasing, potentially as a flip, potentially as a wholesale, potentially as a wholesale. Just can't wait to see it.
Hey, what's that there?
Oh, one of our tenants just paid rent. I love when they pay in cash.
So we're heading to an appointment that one of our realtor connects sent us. It's a super hot area, really South Scottsdale. I guess you can almost call it North Tempe. Hoping to get it for around $250. Checked out comps. Airbnb looks anywhere from $350 to $360, depending on what you kind of do to it. So we're excited to go check it out, kind of see what condition it's in, and see what we can make work. So did you see the email I sent over, the addendum? Which one is it?
This one here. We actually had this lead sent to us from an agent that we know, because she knows that we do a lot of wholesaling and flipping and stuff like that. She sent it our way, said it's an as-is sale, that her client is considering a cash offer on it. So she's like, hey, if you guys want to come take a look at it, I do believe it's under market value, so to see if you can make something work. So what we do is we take a look at the numbers, obviously ahead of time, just to make sure that we're even on the same page. And on this one we are, so it's really just going to depend on the condition of the property, whether it's going to end up being a 30K rehab or if it's a 70K rehab, because that's pretty much the difference on whether it's a deal or not. So that is the breakdown of why we're looking at this property.
Yeah, those are the cameras. Oh, it looks like there needs to be.
So you see right here, got a couple men's weapons.
And that's why I couldn't get up there. Okay.
Now checking to see if it's copper. It's not.
Roof, single pane windows, most likely upgrading the electrical panel. Backyard.
Water heater's been fine. Alright, cool.
Because she owns this pretty clear, she just wants to get rid of it. So, I ran the comps on it, and like they said, remodeled it, and it could go for like 348 or 50. So, yeah.
Get more offers, or?
Well, no, really she wanted to go on the market, but she was like, let me know what you think after, because this is the first time I've seen it too, and she was like, well, I would take 300, and I'm like, okay, but now knowing that like the roof needs done, the AC needs done, so you put it on the market for 300, you're going to pay commission, you're going to pay for all those things, so you're going to end up not far from where you're at right now.
She's still going to take care of you right now.
Yeah, she's taking care of me, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so then she has another one too that she's thinking about selling too.
Cool.
So,
yeah. Sounds good. We definitely noticed right away on that property, needs a new roof, needs new windows because they're just single pane windows. So right off the bat, between the roof and windows, we're kind of assuming that's about 10 grand. The nice thing is it was recently painted, so we're probably going to be able to save, maybe $3,500 right there for exterior paint. Looked like the fascia and everything was in good shape. Should save you some money there. And then the other big expense was that the front yard and the backyard both definitely need to be redone. They need, whether you're just going to do some plants, if you're going to do some grass, some rock, you definitely need to get both of them done. So we'd probably figure somewhere in the ballpark of about $7 grand for landscaping, just to kind of keep it easy, nothing too crazy. So just on the exterior alone, you're probably pushing close to 20 grand.
Although there was a lot of stuff, and it looked like kind of like a mini hoarder's house, if you actually kind of look past that stuff, it's a lot cleaner than a lot of the deals we come across. There wasn't a lot of, drywall issues. I couldn't tell. Was there popcorn on the ceiling, Luke?
No popcorn.
No popcorn. So I mean, you're going to save a couple $1,000s right there. Wasn't a ton of demo. I mean, you're going to be removing one wall to kind of open up that kitchen.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, if you can look past that stuff, it was actually pretty clean. So she has another offer at $264.
That was $260.
That was the first offer.
She got
Another one at $264. I don't know all the terms of it, if they're getting commissions or anything else.
Yeah.
But sounds like if we can match that, Teresa can kind of squeeze us in to convince her to work with us.
Right.
And now it's just a matter of how close we want to squeeze into that deal.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, if we're buying that at $264 though, with closing costs in there, I mean, it gets tight because I mean we're probably like $267, and then like I said, you're probably $20,000 on the outside. If you can even squeeze by with doing that whole interior for let's say another 25, so you can do 45 into that thing, 70. You're probably like 315 into it. If the property's only worth 350, doesn't leave a lot of room. After we pay closing costs, after we pay realtor fees on the back end. Even though we get a discount, obviously we only do 1% realtor fees because we get a better deal than most people. But still, it's a tight deal. So it's like, okay, do you want to come out of pocket? Do you want to make this deal work to, on the safe side, maybe make $15,000 after it's all said and done? Or are you going to try to push the market and try to get 360 out of it so you can try to make 25 on the deal? But our experience is you typically want to try to run your numbers based off of what pushing the market would be for you. You always want to run the numbers off of a safe number.
The property that is an as-is sale as well, one street over, that's pending at I think 305 to 315, and I actually saw the investor blasted out at 304. So if they sell that could potentially, we could look up who that buyer is of that LLC, and potentially they could want two right next to each other, and we'd possibly be able to wholesale it